Murderbot Season 1 reaches its emotional and action-packed climax across episodes 8 to 10, blending sci-fi suspense with deep character growth. As the rogue SecUnit confronts its violent past and rising self-awareness, it must protect its human companions from the corporate threat of GrayCris, face betrayal, make a life-altering sacrifice, and ultimately choose its own path. What begins as a mission of survival becomes a journey of identity, trust, and freedom, leading to a powerful finale where Murderbot reclaims its autonomy, not just as a security unit, but as something much more human. Today, we're diving into the thrilling final chapters of Murderbot, episodes 8 to 10. So let's begin.
Why can't you love me back? Why can't you love me back?
Episode 8, Foreign Object. In Episode 8 of Murderbot, titled The Story, opens with a dramatic sequence from the in-universe soap opera Sanctuary Moon. The fictional scene mirrors Murderbot's own fear of losing control as a navigation bot turns on its human crew. Back in the real world, the Preservation AUX team intercepts a communication from GrayCris, the suspicious corporate entity believed to be behind recent sabotage. GrayCris requests a rendezvous, claiming to want a peaceful resolution. Meanwhile, team member Gurathan is badly injured and refuses traditional pain medication, prompting Murderbot to interface directly with his neural implants in order to assist with surgery. As Murderbot connects to Gurathan's neural feed, it unintentionally taps into deeply buried personal memories. One moment stands out: Gurathan's private longing for Dr. Mensah, marked by the heartbreaking line, "Why can't you love me back?" But the connection goes both ways. Gurathan accesses Murderbot's most traumatic memory the moment it lost control and killed 57 innocent minors. It becomes clear that the name Murderbot isn't ironic or exaggerated. It's a self-imposed label born from shame and guilt. Murderbot is shaken by the revelation and questions whether it's fundamentally defective, even considering abandoning the team to avoid hurting anyone again. Despite its self-doubt, Murderbot ultimately returns to the group, emotionally pulled back by its growing loyalty to the humans. The team soon realizes that GrayCris isn't just targeting them for interference. They're actually trying to obtain an alien artifact discovered during the expedition. They want the humans alive not out of mercy, but because they need them to locate the object. Personal tensions among the crew rise in parallel. Ratti reveals he's in love with Pin Lee, not Arata, as previously assumed, and Gurathan's unspoken feelings for Dr. Mensah remain unresolved. The episode ends on a quiet but intense note, with the team preparing for what could be their final confrontation with GrayCris. Murderbot, despite its emotional turmoil, steps up to offer a strategy signaling not just its tactical value, but its emotional investment in the mission and the people it's come to protect. As the penultimate episode of the season, Foreign Object is a raw, introspective hour that blends sci-fi intrigue with complex emotional truths, setting the stage for a powerful finale.
Stay calm.
Episode 9, All Systems Red. In Episode 9 of Murderbot, the story kicks off with a daring plan. Murderbot fakes a betrayal, claiming to have turned against the Preservation AUX team and aligned with GrayCris. To make the deception believable, it stages a gruesome scene using props and a chilling line from Sanctuary Moon, drawing from its favorite soap opera in a darkly humorous moment. It then offers to lead the GrayCris operatives to the planetary beacon launch site, which could allow a transmission to reveal GrayCris's crimes. While stalling for time, Murderbot awkwardly engages the mercenaries in small talk, mixing dry humor with unsettling calm as it buys critical seconds. Meanwhile, back at the habitat, Gurathan and Pin Lee launch a high-stakes attempt to hack GrayCris's secure hub system using a drone, aiming to remotely trigger the beacon and transmit their evidence. However, their efforts are derailed when a wild aerial creature attacks the drone mid-flight, destroying it. With no choice left, they prepare for a risky ground-based manual override, knowing they'll have to approach the site on foot. As GrayCris grows suspicious of Murderbot's intentions, they confront it and disable it just as Mensah arrives. In a tense standoff, she offers the location of the alien artifact in exchange for Murderbot's life. GrayCris accepts, but predictably double-crosses her moments later. A fierce battle erupts. Murderbot, using its creativity and knowledge of system vulnerabilities, overwhelms one of the enemy SecUnits by uploading hours of Sanctuary Moon and other entertainment media into its neural interface, effectively crashing its system with overwhelming data. In the final moments, the team manages to activate the beacon. As the launch initiates, the surrounding area becomes unstable. Sensing that Mensah is in danger from the blast, Murderbot throws itself off a cliff with her in its arms, shielding her from the explosion. The blast wipes out the remaining GrayCris personnel, but Murderbot is left barely functional, its systems failing. As it collapses, heavily damaged, it quietly says, "My clients are the best clients. a rare and touching moment of emotional vulnerability from a being that insists it doesn't feel anything. The episode ends with Gurathan, Pinley, and Mensa regrouping, emotionally shaken and unsure whether Murderbot will survive. Episode 9 is a powerful blend of high-stakes action, humor, sacrifice, and heart, a penultimate chapter that forces Murderbot to confront its loyalty, purpose, and humanity in the face of overwhelming odds. Episode 10, The Perimeter. Murderbot wakes up in a corporate lab under the company's control after shielding Dr. Mensa from the beacon blast. Its body is visibly damaged. Leaking coolant, it's technically alive, but severely compromised. As the company's engineers assess it, there's talk of wiping or repurposing its memory, possibly even reinstalling a governor module to strip away its autonomy. Dr. Mensa, Gurathan, Ratti, and the rest of the Press AUX team push for a radical request. Purchase Murderbot's contract and bring it back intact, memory and all. Inside the company's sterile corridors, there's tension. The engineers see Murderbot as defective asset. The team sees a sentient being. Mensa insists the data hasn't been erased, only removed, while Gurathan probes its state and rediscovers the governor hack that gave Murderbot its free will. Ratti argues they must try to save it, even though Gurathan doubts the company won't treat a sentient personality as valuable. Their request surprises the company. Preserving a SecUnit's memory is unprecedented. It gives them leverage. Mensa secures an injunction to stop an acid purge. The company, uncomfortable with the team's emotional attachment to Murderbot, grudgingly entertains the deal. To reverse the wipe, Gurathan covertly works with an old contact in the labs to restore Murderbot's memories, especially those connected to Sanctuary Moon, effectively re-uploading his personality up to the penultimate moment. With custody transferred, Murderbot celebrates quietly with the team, enjoying food and drink for the first time, signaling a deeper acceptance of being more than a security unit. But as everyone sleeps, Murderbot realizes it has no real sense of direction or desire for what comes next, even now that it's free. It says goodbye to Gurathan, using the phrase, "I need to check the perimeter," a familiar deflection, and slips away to board a transport. Gurathan initially misunderstands, but quickly realizes Murderbot is leaving by choice. Mensa watches in tears as the ship departs. Murderbot's internal narration concludes. It doesn't know what it wants, but it knows it doesn't want to be told. The season ends on this open and emotional note. Murderbot is free, the team saved it, but its future, even its desire to stay, is entirely its own. That final, understated exit sets up a powerful foundation for Season 2, exploring what autonomy means when freedom comes with uncertainty. Apple TV Plus has officially renewed Murderbot for Season 2, announced on July 10, 2025, just before the Season 1 finale aired. While specific storylines haven't been revealed yet, the show's creators promise fans can expect more: the rise and fall of Sanctuary Moon, the in-world soap opera that Murderbot loves. From interviews, it's clear there's plenty of source material to draw from. After All Systems Red Season 1, the Murderbot Diaries includes several more novellas and a full-length novel, Network Effect, ready for adaptation. Co-creators Chris and Paul Weitz, along with star/executive producer Alexander Skarsgård, have expressed strong interest in continuing beyond Season 2 as long as the creative team, including author Martha Wells, remains on board. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Murderbot Season 1's thrilling final episodes. As the story ends with Murderbot choosing freedom on its own terms, one thing's clear: its journey is far from over. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breakdowns, reviews, and sci-fi deep dives. Until next time, stay curious and stay human.